I've always been hands-on. I love working on older stuff. I actually got a collection of woodworking tools from my great-grandfather that I play around with. So
what made me choose the field of social work was me wanting to help people. As a kid, I wanted to be an RCMP officer. I went through my schooling, I took a year off. Seeing the difference that working with families and working with children made really made me want to help them be able to overcome certain situations or circumstances that they were facing.
I was a kid running around whenever the school was out and you could smell the tar pot. We would go running around, see which roofing crew was in town.
Before I even knew psychology was a thing, I knew I had to do something where I wanted to help people. I love listening and just trying to help people figure out their issues, their problems. So when I found out there was a profession that did just that, it was pretty clear to me that that's what I wanted to do.
I chose this field because I've just been a hands-on person growing up, and where I'm interested in art and stuff like that, and I do that outside of work. I find that helps with when I'm piping and stuff. You can make all the pipes look really good. You know, they're all symmetrical and everything's going good together. And I find you can step back at it later and look at it, and everything. It's just, you're proud of how it looks.
I had no idea what I wanted to do, and I knew I didn't want to go to university. I knew I didn't want to work in an office. And I decided to try plumbing out, and I lucked out. I really enjoyed it. I like putting pipe together and putting stuff together and working with my hands.
Most people told me I was going to be a nurse before I considered it for myself. I grew up in a family of 7 kids. I was the oldest, so it's part of me to take care of the younger children in my family. I worked in a nursing home prior to going into nursing, so that helped me get interested. What I like most about my job is being able to connect with people when they say they felt understood when you take care of them, and they thank you for being such a good nurse. And it warms my heart to know that you're doing your job right.
I get the most satisfaction when I get to help a client move forward in a project. So they might call me in a pinch and they need something right away and they're not exactly sure what to do with it. I like being able to get them through it myself.
I enjoy working on boilers and heating systems. So we do the plumbing, we tie in the piping, and at the end of the job you're just looking at it and everything's nice and neat, and you're proud of it at the end, and that's what's great. I'll post the pictures online and everybody's like, oh my God, that's amazing, and it feels good.
One of the rewarding things I get from being a welding technologist is seeing the product out there. A skyscraper, for example, I've worked on the structure that went into the New York Times building in New York. And when I see stuff like that, it makes me proud that I was able to work on that.
Being a teacher on graduation day is the best feeling in the world, right? As you watch those students come across that stage, you think, I'm a part of that. And what I've taught them is going to help them.